the overall good of Rivers people.
We believe that choosing peace, even at this stage, is better than allowing the crisis to continue. The people of Rivers State have suffered enough. Governance was stalled, public institutions weakened, and much needed development pushed aside. We commend Governor Fubara for prioritizing the peace and stability of the state over political pride. We also call on the Rivers State House of Assembly, ably led by the Right Honorable Martins Amewole, to reciprocate this spirit of cooperation and work with the executive to refocus on development, especially in areas critical to the lives of ordinary Rivers citizens.
Egbogidi also said his group will monitor the implementation of the peace agreements reached once it is made public. Similarly, a former information commissioner in the state, Ogbonna Nwuke, said he believes the agreement focused on what is best for Rivers State.
That even if there were disagreements over Rivers' interests, and those interests certainly have been aggregated. Those interests have been discussed. And what I believe is that the people of Rivers State are the beneficiaries of this understanding. I think everyone should take away from her mind, the feeling that somebody might be a victim as a result of this conversation. I think that going forward, we should all come to the conclusion that working together, respecting one another, is the foundation upon which you can build cooperation.
But the national president of the Rivers Emancipation Movement, Zoe Tamano-Toye, believes the peace deal was more of a personal political move by Mr. Tamano-Toye said the group had hoped that respected leaders from across Nigeria would have been engaged in the settlement. Governor Fubara and Minister Wike spoke.
Unequivocally frown at core reconciliation in its entirety. It is nothing more than a hollow, self-serving political arrangement that prioritizes the narrow interests of a few political actors while completely ignoring the collective pains, sacrifices and aspirations of the Rivers people. This is not reconciliation. This is a calculated coalition that will fail again. On what basis has the governor embarked on another Abuja reconciliation? Is it in the interest of the Rivers people or in pursuit of his own personal political survival?
Also, public affairs analyst Ijoma Peter advised Governor Fubara to put the state's interest above his. On his part, lawyer and conflict resolution expert Ndamzi Ekulo advised Governor Fubara to remain cautious, warning that some individuals may try to mislead him with opinions contrary to the purpose of the reconciliation process. Earlier after the meeting, the FCT Minister, Wike, announced that the political rift between him and Governor Fubara has been resolved and both sides have agreed to work together. On his part, the suspended Governor Fubara described the truce as divine intervention and vital for Rivers State's progress. Meanwhile, a former national legal advisor of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Mark Jacob, says he would not be surprised if suspended Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara defects to the All Progressives Congress, APC. Jacob spoke on Channels Television today. He noted that given the recent waves of defections to the APC, Fubara's move to the ruling party would not come as a shock. Moving on, 15 years after its launch, the Presidential Amnesty Program is under fresh scrutiny from stakeholders who argue that poor implementation has limited its economic value and long-term impact on the Niger Delta region. One of the beneficiaries of the program, Joseph Gawa, who shared his frustration, told our correspondent that although he received training, there has been no support for recertification or business startup.
Training we went to Marine Institute of Medical Studies and Research. We are overdue for recertification of the seafarer. After 5 years, there is a need for you kind of renew your certificate. Within 5 years, I've been my international passport. I've been doing the STCW for Marine. I have been paying it myself because they are supposed to do that for us. It has been considered, but it is nothing due to the economic situation of Nigeria right now. Things are so bad. Money one has just inflation is too much. Money cannot buy you anything again.
Another beneficiary, Raphael Lebosi, added that the monthly stipends no longer reflect the cost of living, making economic independence difficult.
Based on the people handling the program as coordinators, the money budgeted for the program will not be used for the program and for the benefit of beneficiaries of the program. They embezzle the money and put it into their private pocket. Ever since those years, they are still paying 65,000 naira as stipends. Till today, the amnesty is nothing to talk of. But nevertheless, the stipends is just holding the boys down because the training that they give to us, they just send people to the hotel without a better training. Just send people to the hotel, and after the training, you just go home doing nothing.
Speaking on this, Executive Director of We the People, Ken Henshaw, told correspondent Suebi Oruwari that while the program helped reduce hostilities, it failed to address the root economic issues that led to unrest in the first place.
Since the Presidential Amnesty Program was instituted, we have not seen any attempt to assess or clean up the pollution caused by hydrocarbon pollution or the carbon extraction in the Niger Delta region. What we have seen on the other hand, pollution has increased, and the quest for ecological justice by Niger Delta communities has been hampered by the fact that the polluting multinational oil companies are all selling off their assets and they are leaving the Niger Delta region, making it more difficult for people to get this ecological justice, from the region. So in terms of the core demands of the amnesty program, none of it has been achieved.
Henshaw, however, explained that indicators show that the Niger Delta has not advanced on account of the program. On his part, the national president of Niger Delta Activist Forum, Mr. Success Jack, advised that the Amnesty Program Office focus on helping Niger Delta youths gain technical skills that can benefit the region and the country. Jack said the program should not be scrapped but reviewed and improved so it can serve as a model for setting up training centers across Nigeria. Recall that as part of efforts to restore peace in the Niger Delta and increase crude oil production, late President Musa Yar'Adua gave amnesty to most of the agitators. Still to come, APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje reportedly resigns. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, has reportedly resigned from his position with immediate effect. Ganduje, a former governor of Kano State, reportedly stepped down for health reasons. It is believed, however, that his exit may be connected to the mounting internal pressure and discontent among some party members over his leadership style. The APC is yet to release an official statement on this. President General of Ogbako Eche Worldwide, Dr. Silas Anyanwu, has charged Eche indigents in the diaspora to work together with those at home to develop the ethnic nation. Anyanwu made the call during the dedication of a private hospital, Agnes Nwodim Medical Foundation, and a free medical outreach organized by the children of the late Eze Onyeche Nwodim to immortalize their parents. He said every Eche person has a duty to contribute their quota to the socio-economic development of the area. He added that the ethnic nation has helped shape many into successful individuals, and future generations will judge those who fail to support its growth. He praised the Nwodim family for addressing the community's health challenges, as there is a serious lack of medical facilities in Eche. The president of Ogbako Eche, Dr. Anyanwu, also commended students and teachers of Community Secondary School, Ibu Eche, for winning first position in a science quiz organized by NLNG, describing the school as a source of pride for Eche land. The Nigeria Credit Corporation, Credicorp, in partnership with Gamma Mobility, in line with President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, has empowered more than 40 women in its Queen Rider Keke initiative in Rivers State. The initiative is a nationwide expanded credit-backed mobility program known as Queen Riders, targeting over 3,000 women across the country. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Credicorp, Uzoma Wagba, said the rollout is under Credicorp's Securing Consumer Access for Local Enterprises Scale program that links everyday consumers to Nigeria's manufacturing backbone. Mr. Wagba, during the event to hand over the tricycles to the women in Port Harcourt, said the rollout is to channel credit-backed women to buy locally assembled tricycles from Simba and TVS, which produces tricycles and motorbikes in Nigeria.
And so we always remind ourselves of the president's vision that many more Nigerians should be able to purchase things that they need and not have to pay cash and carry. To get a vehicle, to get solar energy, to get electronics. It is because we believe that that is one radical way to be able to create jobs. Now, today's event is particularly important because of the thing, and that is the women. And what we are just doing is creating opportunity and using this as an opportunity to unlock more and more opportunities, women to have become economic participants. Credit only works when you use it responsibly. That means, as you collect this secure today, I beg, pay your loan.
On his part, the Chief Operations Officer of Gamma Mobility, Samuel Esri, says the initiative is a strategy for economic inclusion that puts working tools in the hands of women who are too often looked out of high opportunity sectors like urban transportation.
These words resonate profoundly today as we gather to launch the Queen Rider program, a landmark national initiative poised to ignite dignity, purpose, and prosperity for thousands of Nigerian women. The Queen Rider program is far more than a product launch. It is a resolute proclamation that Nigerian women deserve unhindered access to the tools of economic empowerment. At Gamma Mobility, we are not merely providing motorcycles and tricycles. We are unlocking possibilities for women who have been excluded from traditional financial systems.
All is set as the Chinasa Nwosu Ministries International and the Royal Church International host a week-long program themed Apostolic and Prophetic Impartation for Divine Seed. In a statement, they say the event will run from the 1st of July to the 7th at the Royal Church, Land of Favor, behind NTA fence Boba. The statement said Nwosu will minister daily. It said a key feature is International Conference of Ministers, Career and Businessmen. It also said the conference runs from Tuesday, July the 1st to Thursday, July 3rd at 9 a.m. daily. The statement said evening sessions will be held at 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. throughout the week, while Sunday services are scheduled for 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. It said catch-up and deliverance services begin at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., and 7 a.m. daily. Organizers say to call 0803 342 4543 or 0802 825-8359 or 0805-610-0704 for inquiries, or visit the website www.therealchurch.org. A star-studded lineup is expected in this year's comedy show titled The Art of Pastor Talking Drum in Port Harcourt, organized by the Kingdom Mandate International. This year's show is themed The Art of Pastor Talking Drum, I Have Never Cheated on My Wife. The event, scheduled for 4 p.m. this Sunday, the 29th of June at EUI Event Center, GRA, will feature singers like Johnny Drill, Wizard Chan, comedy heavyweights Dan the Humorous, Edo Pikin, and Kale Baba, music group Style Plus, actor Nosa Rex, and more. Headlining the night is Wazobia FM's OAP Pastor Talking Drum, known for blending artistry with spiritual depth. The news continues after the break. Court has ruled 6-3 to limit the powers of judges to block President Donald Trump's orders across the country. Trump called the ruling a big win, while Attorney General Pam Bondi said it will stop the constant legal blocks against the president's plans. The case began after Trump signed an order to end birthright citizenship for children born to undocumented immigrants. On the news this evening, you heard political settlement between FCT Minister Wike and Governor Fubara is stirring reactions. Stakeholders say the Niger Delta is still struggling despite the decade-long amnesty program. APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje has resigned. On the foreign scene, President Trump has hailed a giant win after the Supreme Court curbed judges' power to block his orders. The news was edited by Constant Irele-Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.